Okay,
Who are you?
I'm Dave Hamilton, and I am explaining to a boot camp here in Las Vegas how the shopping cart purchasing process works. The very basics of how all this works. And the first thing to know is the building blocks.
Which shopping cart are we talking about?
Well, the shopping cart we're talking about is Web Marketing Magic. And you can get that at webmarketingmagicpro.com, but Web Marketing Magic is the shopping cart that's kind of the backbone of your online business. And let me just say the goal of what we're doing here is to create an online business where you are removed from the process. Once it's set up, it is completely automated. And by completely, I mean all you need to do is wake up, grab some coffee, turn on your computer, and see how many orders were placed last night. Somebody will come to your site, they'll buy your product, they'll be given your product, they'll put their credit card in, and the money winds up in your bank, and you don't have to touch a thing. You just check the orders. So let's just get a feel of how the flow of that works. And then we're going to get into a little more specifics. But the first thing that we're going to start with is I'm assuming everybody is going to have a website. Website can just be a sales letter page. You've probably seen a lot of those with a buy link on it. And when you click, when a customer comes to your website, sees the buy link for your product, they click that, they're sent to a shopping cart. So the first thing you need is a website. Second thing you need is a product. Let's assume this is your product, whether it's an ebook, whether it's an MP3 audio file, whether it's a DVD, a CD set, it doesn't matter. Whatever your product is, that's the second thing that you're going to need. The third thing you're going to need is a shopping cart system. And again, we're talking about Web Marketing Magic. Now the goal, let's follow along the flow of this. You're Joe customer, you show up at a website. You say, oh, you read along, this is what I've been looking for. This is the information, this is the product, I want to get it instantly. So you click on the buy link to get this particular product. Well, everybody knows, where do you wind up next? You wind up on a shopping cart page. View the contents of your page, whether you buy it from Amazon or eBay or whatever, you go to a shopping cart page. That's your second thing. Now, if it's what you want, if the price is right, what do you do next? Click OK. I want to place my order. Okay? And you are brought to a page for your credit card information. You know, you put in your name, we've all bought things, put in all your information. Now, the fourth step, and this is where a lot of people get a little confused, is how do I've put up websites before, I can come up with a product, and I'm willing to go and order Web Marketing Magic. How do I take credit card orders? How does that even work? What's the process of some guy in Iowa coming to my website, placing his credit card, and his money winding up in my bank account? Well, that's a confusing thing, but I'm going to try and make it as simple as I can. There are two accounts, and one is called a gateway, and one is called a merchant account. Now, if you remember back in the 80s, 70s, when credit cards first started really getting popular, remember you'd go into a store and hand them your credit card, they would have to call a number and say, here's the number, it's for $47, and what would they say? Okay, that is authorized. Or they say, no, I'm sorry, that is declined. That is a process to find out whether this order can go through. And on an online order, the gateway account is basically that. It authorizes this order. It doesn't touch the money. It just says, is this order approved? Is this order declined? And the first thing, and this happens behind the scenes, when you click order, after you put in your credit card, within a half a second, this gateway account runs out and says, okay, Joe Smith has an order with this credit card information for $47, approved or declined, and it returns back to the shopping cart and says, okay, we're good to go. And if that happens, then the merchant account that you'll set up basically runs to the credit card company, transfers the money from Joe Smith's credit card to your bank. So this all happens behind the scenes. So basically the fourth thing you need is to get your gateway account, your merchant account, and your shopping cart all coordinated. Sounds complicated. Good news is I'm geeky enough. I do this all the time. And I can, for a pretty low fee, I set it all up. And the people that are actually here at this boot camp have hired me, and they don't have to worry about it.
Where can they find you if they aren't here at the boot camp?
Good question. My website at webmarketingmagician.com. You can contact me, and I'll set all of this up for you at a low fee. So basically, you will have a shopping cart set up, a gateway account, and a merchant account. And by the time you're done, within a few days, we'll set up a test product for $1. You try it with your credit card, and the process will go through, and that $1 will wind up back in your bank account. That's the way you know you're ready to start online selling products.